Hello, it is Tuesday, August 6, 2019. So thankful you chose to listen to the show today. We have a goodie. A lot of NFL chatter, a little future life chatter. Talked about the weekend, all things magical. With the weekend being said, we have a lot of listeners in Dayton, Ohio, and also in El Paso. And I would like to let you know that from all of us to everybody that was affected by this weekend's terrible shit, we have heavy hearts, and you're in our positive thoughts and our nothing but prayers. And the only thing we think we can do is hopefully give you the greatest mental vacation that you've experienced in the last week or so. We're going to try to deliver a good show for you and hopefully laugh our way through this terrible time in Dayton, El Paso, and in our country. And let's enjoy the shit out of today. That's all we got. Zito, that sound like a plan?
Oh, let's do it.
That was a tough response there. Kind of had a voice crack on the.
I was tearing up. I was tearing up how good it was.
Oh, okay. You're ready to run through a wall
Yes.
That makes sense.
for this show because that's our duty, is to hopefully give a mental vacation to people that want to escape some things for a little bit. That's what we're here for. That's what today was. You're going to absolutely love it, just like you'll love any opportunity to buy tickets with our presenting sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the greatest ticket buying platform on planet Earth and the moon. That's right. If you were to buy tickets on the moon, you would want to use SeatGeek because just like here on Earth, SeatGeek scans all the other ticket buying platforms to make sure you're getting the best value for the tickets that you want. And the tickets that you buy are the tickets that you get. You'll never get catfished like those other ticket sellers. Bunch of other ticket sellers, bunch of catfish and assholes. That's what they say. That's what people say.
I've heard it.
You think you're buying a ticket, then when you get it, can't even get in the door.
Happens all the time.
All the time. Not with your friends at SeatGeek, though.
Nope.
Because you can shop with confidence at SeatGeek because the ticket that you're buying is the ticket that you're getting, and the experience you're wanting is the experience that you're getting. You're alive, but are you living? Go live a little and experience something live with our friends at SeatGeek. Right now, use promo code PAT, get $10 off your first order. Use promo code McAfee, get $20 off your first order. Holy shit. A little self-awareness, please. If you're not rich yet, go ahead and use that McAfee. Get $20 off your first order. If you are already ahead of the 8 ball, maybe we got some money, go ahead and use promo code PAT. Let's take $10 off. But let's make sure both promo codes are operating a week from now. We need those both to be used. A little self-awareness would be great. And I can't thank you enough for choosing to listen today. Let's take a trip to a little Happy Town. Football is back, bro. Football is back. UCLA wouldn't respond to my tweet, okay? I asked them for some insight from their Twitter handle because normally the social media people know some stuff cooking.
Yeah.
I tried to do some research that color commentators and analysts don't do enough of. Let's go through the Twitter directly to the source, see what they're like. Say, UCLA didn't answer me. And I'm not going to play favorites because I'm a professional.
Yes.
My first game, UCLA, Cincinnati in Cincinnati. I'm not going to play favorites because I'm a professional analyst.
Sure.
But I did tweet to Cincinnati, and within an hour, I got a response from their head coach, Fickle, inviting me to their training camp, which is an hour and a half away from here. And I'm going to be going to it on Thursday. So I don't want to play any favorites, but Bearcats scored early in this one.
You can't hold it against the team of UCLA and the coach of UCLA for them having a poor social media team.
Come on, and they're active, too. I was like, maybe they don't tweet.
And they're active?
Yeah. And I was...
Those stuffy LA motherfuckers.
I know. Nope, I don't say that. No, not me.
I did.
Good kids there.
That was
Good
Diggs.
kids.
I did. Anthony DeGilio said it.
Anyways, college football's getting started. Can't wait to watch the players play football at a college level.
Let's go.
That's what college football is. It's incredible environments.
Yes.
It's incredible rivalries.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible traditions.
The bands.
The passion.
Pageantry.
The pageant.
All of that.
The fields.
There is a Fields.
Natural grass. It's beautiful.
Only in the South. But yes,
Is that real?
agree completely. SEC has a lot of grass down there. A majority of the country, though, does not.
Notre Dame used to always grow theirs out because they were slower than the other teams and it slowed them down.
That's a good smart move.
I.e. Chicago Bears. I.e. the Pittsburgh Steelers used to do it. I.e. the Colts used to want to have the fastest turf. There's a real strategy in that whole thing.
I remember back in high school, we used to beat down the sides of the field because they used to run a good jet right or sweep, and we would fuck it up so they couldn't do it. Classic grass.
Let's go, Zeke.
His innate ability to say something, and then none of us can say anything after.
I mean, what are you supposed to say?
What do you say to that? Zito's high school team that we don't even know if he was on beat down the outside grass so they could run one particular play, and then they would fuck it up.
Like, I didn't know if he was talking about his own team
I don't either.
or the other team.
Oh, no, the other team. They had a better offense,
And I
obviously.
couldn't tell if he was talking about the sidelines or.
And I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know if he was talking about in his house too. Like maybe this is his front or backyard.
Just talking some football over
We
here.
honestly don't know. Football talk. Any trenches with Zeke.
So you guys watch film and you're like, hey, they take this play to the right, and so instead of like beefing up the defense to prep them for that play, they're like, hey, just fuck up the grass over there. Yeah, make it muddier. Make it muddier.
Yeah,
on
leave
side.
the hose out a little longer.
It's like what I did to the superintendent with the water. That is the move. Why aren't people doing that, Zito?
We won a couple games because of that.
Yeah, you did.
Who needs a defense nowadays?
Todd, that was brilliant. Last week, Todd solved global warming too
Oh, I'm still laughing.
with one of the best comments I've ever heard in my life. For those of you that know, global warming, real issue. Climate change, real issue.
It is.
Many different beliefs on how it happens. Todd is in the camp of all the windmills are facing the same direction,
Yep.
which ipso facto, all the fans that are connected to Earth are blowing one way. Obviously going to move Earth the opposite. It's classic propulsion.
Yes.
And he thinks that the fans from the windmills are blowing us closer to the sun.
Correct.
Which is heating the Earth's core, which is causing all the problems we're currently having. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Blame it on clean energy.
So the only way to get out of it is just to flip them all around.
Well, you don't
What
want
if you
to
go too far?
It
Yeah.
might be in a vacuum now.
Yeah. Can't do it too fast. We get tidal waves and shit. It's a slow process.
Got to flip half of them.
Right.
Anyways, Todd, nothing's getting you off of that either, right? That is your firm stance.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once it occurred to me, because it happened when I was driving through northern Indiana, because we got that little stretch of them right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is it. Blowing us closer to the sun.
Big turbines that take you out.
Yeah.
Anyways, can't wait for college football. In the NFL is stealing the show. Baker Mayfield this weekend at the Cleveland Indians game, which somebody tweeted that he went from practice right across the street to the Cleveland Indians game. So I'm assuming they're in the area of each other. I'm not sure if it was an off night or not. But his performance on the Jumbotron is something that should be talked about by a lot of people. Mostly because the amount of confidence he had taking that full beer straight to his mouth, puncturing a hole with his teeth, shotgun, squeezing the can and sucking it out, dropping it down, flexing the mustache, the whole thing with that guy, his jersey, I'm sure he's a
Lindor.
legend.
He actually hit 2 homers in his
Yeah.
next to at bats. So
Okay.
little Baker bump.
Okay, so Baker gives a bump to Lindor, and the amount of confidence he had doing that whole thing, I love everything about it. Baker is going to Baker at all particular times, and there's people that hate it. Colin Cowherd said, yay, they're the best frat house. They have the funniest guys. They have the best beer chuggers. They have all this, but the frat house's plumbing doesn't work for 20 years, blah, 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 blah. I can understand why some people would hate it, but boy, if my quarterback was doing that and then the next day at practice dropping 60-yard bombs to people, I mean, it's tough not to love that guy. It's tough not to be a big fan. And I think Cleveland and Dog Pond are pretty excited that old Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma with the Ohio State flag situation is representing their city, their team. And I think the Brownies are going to do big things this year, strictly because of that. I bet with weird reasons, I picked them to win the Super Bowl. And I honestly believe that on Saturday night reinforced everything I've ever said.
I mean,
about the
I'm a
Browns.
big fan of that. How are you not? I don't know.
Well, I'd assume everyone here, all of us, even me,
Yeah.
huge fan of the video. Huge fan. The ability to fucking puncture a beer can with your teeth, I don't even know where you fucking start.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, he's done that so many times
Yeah.
before.
Not his first time.
That it was just natural. Like, as soon as he got that beer, okay, because his friend saw him do the end of his beer. It was like probably a last sip or whatever. And his friend, I think, was even like, no. That cannot be how this goes down. Mr. Mayfield, that is not what we came to do. And you could see, like, his friend and Baker had this eye connection. They were like, oh, yeah, what the fuck are we thinking? We're doing a shotgun for sure. Boom, toss, like Stone Cold Steve Austin catching a beer from his guy that's out in the crowd. Perfect snag. Right. There wasn't even a thought like, oh, I should get my key out. I should do something like that. Right to the tooth, straight to it, squeezing the can and making it come out faster. That was the smoothest shit I've seen in a long time. And I love that he had a mustache while doing it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's just a clutch performance. I think that's
Exactly.
everything that he is, because that could have gone so wrong. I would have cut my lip or something stupid. You know what I mean? He didn't miss a beat. And I used to have a feeling like this is just how this guy does.
My tongue would be on the ground.
Yes, exactly. I don't think I've ever done that, by the way.
I don't think you should try it.
Well, I mean, I
Maybe
think
he's a fucking vampire.
Yeah, I was literally just looking. He's got some pretty good canine teeth.
He's a vampire.
The sharp ones to the side there.
Well, that's probably why where he's from. You keep him around so you can do that moment right there.
He's got a little bit of a gap tooth too.
Easy. Jeez.
Just saying.
There's no reason for you to do what you just did. What are you doing, Zito? You're about to take a shot at Baker Mayfield?
No,
too?
so like the beer didn't spill everywhere.
No.
So you think it would go crazy
Yeah, it was like very impressive, the
Yes.
entire
because he had it
operation.
tilted down too,
Yeah,
so
he
as
had-
if it would blow up.
Oh, are you saying
Physics.
this was doctored a little bit?
No,
Zeke?
no, I'm just saying it's a very smart move.
Hey, throw me
went
that.
to suck.
Throw me that fake can.
Oh, you think he had a fake can on him?
I did not say this.
That's what it sounds like you're saying here.
Dick said that.
No,
Nick
Zito's.
said that. Nobody else from the show has that opinion
No.
other than Anthony DeGilio and Nick Morodo.
I think if you watch it, you can tell when it hits his hand, it's got the right amount of weight to it.
Oh, yeah, there's a little pop in the hand.
Yes.
A little pop in the hand. And then literally today at practice, he threw a 60-yard ball to somebody out of the pocket. It's just like, if you got both of those things, that's a good thing. I'm a big fan of it. I like it a lot. I like what the Browns are doing, man.
Also out of Cleveland, Bob Wylie has gone from the penthouse to the outhouse.
Yeah, he's talking shit on Freddie Kitchens.
Talking a lot of shit on Freddie Kitchens.
Freddie Kitchens heard it, too.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
heard
he
it.
responded.
He responded. The Cleveland Browns are doing things in such a different manner than teams have in the past. Honestly, I mean, the Rams, I guess, got younger with McVay, but McVay was always pretty buttoned up. He's always pretty buttoned up with everything he does. Freddie Kitchens responding to Wylie in a manner that he's kind of talking shit on Wylie too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But with some amount of tact, probably because he's like, Wylie may not be around that much longer. You know what I mean? Like you could tell he was afraid to, go too far with it, but it got his point across.
But he did
Very well.
respond to it in a way Baker, it's almost like the entire Browns organization is taking on this new identity of like, hey, this is what we are. It hasn't worked here for a long time. We got to change something up. We're a scrappy bunch that is willing to do whatever. And I enjoy that if it works.
If
it works, it's going to be awesome. If it doesn't, potentially catastrophic, but what else could go wrong in Cleveland? I mean, it hasn't gone right for a long time. I enjoy the changeup. I enjoy it a lot.
So if you were in Kitchen's position, you wouldn't, or the GM's position, you wouldn't try to bridle that a little bit from Baker, just in case they lose.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot
because
of games.
the only thing you would be affecting is all of this potentially coming up if they go 0-10.
because that's what it'll get blamed. on.
Like, remember when he was shotgunning beers at the
Yeah.
Indians game? You remember when he was doing that? You remember? But I think what they, and a lot of people were saying, Johnny Manziel 2.0. And I think the biggest difference there is I think Baker Mayfield is a guy who prepares heavily. Like, I think he's not scared to prepare. Johnny Manziel is self-admittedly not a big preparation guy. I think there's a lot of differences between Baker and Johnny. Although they're both shorter, whiter, electric figures, I can understand the comparison. But I think Baker is very confident in who he is, and I think the Browns are very confident in who Baker is. And I don't think they see it going 0-10. But if they do, all of this shit's going to get mentioned. All of it.
Yeah.
Too much talent's going.
Yeah, there's just no way.
And I think Jarvis is going to keep OBJ in check too. Like, and by in check, I mean like if he's a little bit hurt, like a little bit. I wonder if because Jarvis gave that speech like day 2 on
don't
Hard
play.
Knocks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like best friends. I think they'll bring the best out of each other. I think that team could be something special. Myles Garrett wearing a Pokemon visor though is a whole different animal. He's given an interview where he said he doesn't fit in with most of the
Dragon
team.
Ball Z, you did it again. You mixed them up again.
It's a Pikachu. Right? It's a Pikachu. It was a Pikachu.
No,
Was it
it was Dragon Ball Z characters. Unless he had 2, the one I saw was Dragon Ball Z characters.
That's like Vegeta, right? Vegeta and like Goku.
You get it. You get it.
That defense is going to be good too. I think the Browns can be very good. I'm happy Baker.
He cut like 10 pounds or something.
Yeah.
I saw.
Who,
Like
Miles
leaning
Garrett?
down.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
To try to. That guy's.
He was doing all those crazy lifts on the internet. Anytime somebody starts posting lifts on the internet, you know they're feeling themselves because it takes a lot to like get up there. And nobody's putting up like I just did fucking 185 today. People are posting them jumping fucking 60 inches. There's only things they're confident in. Myles Garrett started posting stuff. I'm like, this guy's feeling himself right now, which is good for everybody. It's good for everybody. boys were getting rolling. Oh, yeah. You don't get this type of coverage of sports anywhere else.
You don't.
You know, most guys have tried different ways to last longer in a sack.
Ain't that the truth?
But thinking about baseball doesn't always work. Never. The folks at Roman, an online men's health company, are changing the game with Roman Swipes, the secret to longer lasting sex. Zito, you know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
I got a hair in my throat.
That was unbelievable. He just did that.
I think he was.
slap.
Yeah.
Zito, you court a lady.
Oh, yeah.
Not just any lady.
The best lady.
The best lady.
Oh, yeah.
You court her, and it's finally time for Zito to
court
do the
courting.
the courting. And in your head, you're like, wait a minute. I need to put on a show tonight.
Yeah.
I need to perform.
It's going, Don.
It needs to not go down for a long time.
Stay up.
Needs to stay up. Need to put on a show. Need to make sure she enjoys this just as much as I do. Need to be a gentleman in the bedroom. I need to make sure this lasts a lot longer than I normally do. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You go for the Roman Swipes. Roman Swipes are a clinically proven way to last longer in the sack. They're effective, easy to use, fast-acting, and doctor recommended, but don't require a prescription. Okay? You don't have to go to the doctor and perform to get a Roman Swipe.
Nice.
This is doctor recommended because they're like, hey, this actually works, but don't need a prescription.
That's huge.
Also, Roman Swipes are shipped in a discreet, unmarked packaging, and each Swipes packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it.
Perfect.
Nobody knows that you're carrying a weapon of mass destruction
Oh, baby.
in your back pocket. Roman Swipes are the absolute best. Right now, you keep Roman Swipes in your back pocket for longer, better sex, and get yours fast with free 2-day shipping by visiting getroman.com/USA. That's getroman.com/USA. Free 2-day shipping. Put on a show this weekend with your friends from Roman. Roman Swipes. Getroman.com/USA. Take a trip to Happy Time.
Do you know what tonight is?
Tonight is a massive night because
Hard Knocks is back.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's their worst intro song. HBO's.
Really?
Really?
Yep, I'll say it.
I just noticed it's hard to bob your head to.
Yeah. Not really.
Well, you need the cut of like the
Yeah,
guys
there it
like
is.
cutting on the grass.
When it's
and
accompanied
like,
with that.
Yeah, you need
And you got to
that.
get to it, just like those movies. That long intro.
Yeah.
Works for the show, but right here, right now, we need the
It was tough.
need the meat of it.
It was tough audio only, to be honest. But I'm excited for Hard Knocks. Old John Gruden's about to be loose in there, I guess.
Super fucking.
He should be very entertaining.
You know what they talk about? Haley and Hugh Jackson were at odds because Haley was like, should not be doing this, and Jackson was excited for it. He
Yes.
had no idea. I guess he was completely mind blown by it. I'll be excited to see
What a surprise.
that guy, man. He's tough. He's tough. He thought it was going to make him look good.
Hilarious.
He thought Hard Knocks was going to make him look good. I wonder if John Gruden has the same mentality. Like, yeah, this is going to be good, or if John Gruden hates everything about it.
I think
he
John
pretends to
knows
hate
he's-
it.
Yeah, I think he knows it's going to make him look good. Has to. He knows exactly what the TV cameras want.
I would assume.
I mean, that's who he is.
Nate Peterman's about to make an appearance, I guess. Diggs, you're all jacked up. about it.
Pretty fucking excited for the award, for Nate Peterman Award. It's going to be a hell of a season, especially when there was hell of a theory going around the internet that John Gruden doesn't like having good quarterbacks because it gives him an excuse, or that he's not the quarterback whisperer anymore.
Oh, a bad quarterback make him do a little bit of good. Look what John Gruden did to the quarterback that literally couldn't stop throwing interceptions. But whenever they got to the Oakland Raiders, they came a winning quarterback.
Yeah, so it's only a matter of time before he's starting.
Yo, you think he's going to be a starter for the Oakland Raiders?
I wouldn't all right, so I wouldn't say I wouldn't bet against it.
You're counting on Mike Glennon like that, too.
How many games
His
does
long
Antonio,
neck's gonna get fucking
How many games did Antonio Brown play this year for the Oakland Raiders?
With us feet?
10.
I don't know.
Yeah, his
Yeah, I was
feet are
going
all
11.
jacked.
You think he's going to get hurt, or you think he's just going to opt out? I'm very intrigued by this because whenever they show reps of him in practice, he's dominating.
Yeah.
And then everything off the field, it feels as if he doesn't love it as much as he used to, right? He doesn't love football as much as he used to because he did get rich. It's hard to continue to love something that is very difficult, especially when your feet are peeling off. His feet are literally peeling off at the moment.
I read a statement from the doctor who's always like the Twitter doctor who always like sees the videos and stuff like that, and then comes out with his ideas of how it happened and what it's going to be and stuff like that.
The injury expert.
Yeah, Dr.
Well, you don't want to
Joe or
speculate.
But anyways, he said, and I read,
I'm not allowed to do that, by the way, on Thursday nights.
I know you're not.
No speculations on injuries. You're not a fucking doctor.
What if you were a doctor?
That's a stinger right there. Don't speculate. The guy can't move his fucking arm. Yeah, but what if he broke his neck? Ooh, good call. Good call. Don't need me breaking the news, I guess.
But he said that happens from bacteria, so he's probably taking a broad spectrum antibiotic, blah blah blah. But the bacteria forms because of the feet being too moist. Mm-hmm. Antonio Brown swims with fucking socks on. No wonder why his feet are so fucking moist and his feet are shredding apart. That's
Dr. Diggs?
that's the first thing that I thought.
Gotta let him breathe.
Pat, you had an idea maybe about the Gucci shoes or whatever that he was working out.
Training in Gucci shoes, not good. He doesn't really take care of them feet.
Well, which he's Tony toe taps. I mean, those are his second most important things probably.
We can all agree, though, when Antonio Brown is playing football, he's incredible.
He's a good football player.
He is incredible. But literally everything else with him has become interesting. I think he tweets to troll people too. Like
He does.
I think he literally trolls people because he's always like he'll send things that are just so contradictory to things that happen. Yeah, I enjoy Antonio Brown. I hope he plays, but those feet look nasty.
Be a real shame if you had to miss some time.
Whoa, dude.
Hey, bro,
Whoa.
Next no Nicky Shots over here.
what's your
today.
problem, bro?
My problem with the guy who cried his way out of town? I don't know. I couldn't guess. I couldn't figure it out. I don't know.
Hey,
I'm above it. It's behind me.
how do you feel about Lev Bell?
It's about behind me.
Oh yeah, he apologized to the fantasy owners.
Hope he has a great season.
That sounds like a lie. Everybody's talking about Sam Darnold being overlooked because Baker Mayfield's a big conversation of all young quarterbacks. That makes sense. But what about Patty Mahomes? I mean, he's only in his third year. Nobody's really talking about
Yeah,
him.
that's absurd.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Got
going
that
in.
cereal out.
What?
See that?
No.
The Mahomes Crunch cereal, whatever they were selling in grocery stores in Kansas City. And it was wild because they're like, man, you get your own cereal. That's going to be cool. And I was reading through there, and he's like, yeah, I haven't tasted it. Like, I asked him to make it taste like Frosted Flakes, so I assume that's what they did. And I'm like, man, that's that's a slap in the face. You didn't even taste the cereal.
No. He's got faith in the people making it. He's not a cereal expert. I told him what I like. They went ahead and made it. Will I ever eat? No, I'm keto, so I don't even eat cereal.
Mahomes Magic Crunch. That's the name of it.
MMC. I would be saying make it taste like CTC if I'm in it.
Yeah, right?
Listen, just know that if we ever get a cereal out of here, first thing we're saying is CTC. Have it taste just like Cinnamon Toast
Kind of
Crunch.
a poor choice for a taste for him.
Totally, dude. Because when I
He
saw
also,
that,
he also likes Hunt's ketchup too, which is
Oh, I think he was paid to like Hunt's ketchup. I think he likes ketchup in general. But just like the cereal, I think he was paid to like Hunt's ketchup, which, by the way, get your money, Patty Mahomes. But we all know Hunt's ketchup is a deep 4 probably in the ketchup. world.
Yes.
way down.
A deep
whenever I
4.
walk into your restaurant and that's what's laying out,
You walk right out of
red
Texas
flag.
Roadhouse.
I'm done.
We had Roadhouse the other night for Sam's
Delicious
birthday.
place.
It is underrated.
Very
Yeah, it
underrated.
is.
What'd
It
you
is.
get?
The rolls. Ooh,
I got a country fried steak.
it's a good move.
By the way, also called chicken fried steak, which caused quite a discussion at the table because Sam thought I was a fucking dum-dum. I was like, I'm getting the chicken fried steak. And she's like, that makes no sense. And she pulls out the menu and it says country fried steak. She's like, you mean country fried? I'm like, no, they mean the same thing. And she's like, no, they don't. Like, starts making fun of me for this. And I'm like, lady, just because you're not cultured doesn't mean that I'm wrong.
In your fried foods.
At Texas Roadhouse. So we Googled it, turned the exact same thing. I mean, she actually Googled it. And I enjoy whenever she Googles something I say because she sees the answer and then she has to scroll down to the bottom to see if she can get out of it. And then it's a moment. It's a moment for her when I go, so what did we find? What did the old Google machine say? Oh, it's also chicken fried. That's interesting. And then she points at the menu. It's country fried. Every once in a while, she'll get me where I have to Google it. And boy, that's a real moment in my life when I have to be like, so you were right. But I'm going to leave the house for like the next hour, so I don't want to hear about it. We've been in the pool a lot more. We've been doing the pool a lot.
Oh, yeah, because your ear's fixed.
Because the ear, yeah. Punch myself in the face.
Doing what?
I went off the diving board. Want to cover my ear. And the water hit as I was going to cover my ear, and I just punched myself right. The water hit me right in the face. Because when I go deep, in the
You
pool,
still feel it.
my ear still fucking hurts. So nothing gets in there, but I feel like a bad pressure. For those that don't know, I had a hole in my eardrum for a long time, got fixed. Now I can go back in water. I was literally not allowed to have my head underwater for like 12 years. So I was a fish as a kid, completely out of water for 12 years, pad out of water for 12 years. Just got back in the game here recently. When I dive deep, though, the head hurts. So anytime I jump off the diving board to shoot the basketball, right, because that's a big-time shot in the game of horse that we play, I try to cover my ear because I'm going down. And one time, I didn't get there in time, and I punched myself right in the face. So I come out of the water, and the ball hit off my forehead, too. It's a big thing.
Double doink.
And Sam's just standing there with her arms crossed, just like, so how'd that go? And I'm just like, this is terrible. This is absolutely, I thought I was going to have big black eye today. I thought I was going to have big black eye today, and I was going to have to explain how did it happen. I punched me in the face.
Here's the funny part is
Kicking my own ass.
think about if we would have came in here with that story. If you would have maybe been like, all right, so what really happened?
Okay.
And you would have put us on a fucking whiteboard.
All right, so please explain this. You jumped off of the diving board. It's been a good time.
You probably have you're probably scared to clear your ear because you have a
Blow it out.
memory of it being blown out before. You got a little mental thing like Andrew Luck has got. You know what I mean? Got the little
Way to bring this up, Tom.
emotional scar.
Todd McComas,
Can't let go.
diehard Indianapolis Colt fan, is, I would say, heartbroken over what's happening right now with Andrew Luck.
I'm scared, bro.
He has not practiced in a long time with a calf injury, and they're saying that he's redoing some of his rehab, which is what happened with the shoulder the last time. And Todd is heartbroken over what could potentially lie ahead for the Indianapolis
Yeah,
Colts.
because you look at it two different ways. All right, so it's either like physically worse than they're letting on, or he's mentally worse off than they're letting on, because every time he has an injury now, he looks back to that excruciating 2-year period with his shoulder, and he's like, oh, I'm kind of scared to go 100% because something might pop. You know what I mean? And that could be a bad thing.
And we've talked about this with Gordon Hayward, and
Yes.
I've talked about the mental struggles of getting over an injury. I just hope that Andrew Luck is back on the football field this season, because I believe the Colts are a completely different team whenever that happens. But they've been posting a lot of videos of Jacoby Brissett and T.Y.
Boy.
Just, I don't know, that defense is supposed to be a good defense too.
Yeah.
And Jacoby and T.Y. are smoking right now. But early on, by the way, normally early on in training camp, defense wins early because it takes a lot longer to get the offense jiving together because the defense is see ball, chase ball. But it looks like there's a lot of highlights coming out from the offense. And if Jacoby steps up in there, it'll be interesting if he has a real shot with a real team this year. Because the last time he got thrown in there a week and a half before the season started, he wasn't even on the Colts. And then he was starting, he did bad. I hope Andrew plays, man.
And he's not saying that he will be ready for week 1. He said he
Goal.
believes he's ready for week
Yeah,
1.
and that's the goal.
Yes.
scary. That's
No,
scary
He's not
if you're
speaking in
a
And that's like
certainty.
6 months away.
Yeah.
You know, the season, we haven't even started. Have the Colts even played their first preseason game?
No.
Haven't even played their first preseason game. And so we're at least a month out. And he's like, yeah, the goal is to hopefully play.
Like I hope none of this is true.
Todd just had a heart attack.
But we love psychology in this room, right? So
Yes.
when people they're afraid to speak in certainties like that and say certain keywords, like then they're using believe, I believe, or maybe, that's a bad sign, right?
Not good.
Usually.
Or he is literally just saying, because I think he was forced to not tell the truth for a long time whenever he was injured before. Now I think he's just trying not to say anything that will be a lie. So he's probably not making any promises. But boy, I'm intrigued by this because Andrew Luck is a very good quarterback. Jacoby, we'll see if he's great too, if he
Yeah.
gets to play. But
You just want to see this year out of Luck because they have so many like wide receiver options now, and,
And I think
tight
they
end
just,
core is so strong.
they just brought in Dante Foreman too from the Texans, who was a third-round draft pick last year, 2
Yeah.
years ago. Got cut from the Texans. They said he has to mature a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. Good locker room here in Indy. I think they're really putting some pieces together. Brandon Marshall worked out for him. I don't know how he's playing, but at least they're
Funches,
looking at
Paris
Funches.
Campbell.
Kane, I guess, is playing well.
Yeah.
The Colts could be incredible this year. But boy, it'd be nice if your quarterback practice. That has to be scary for everybody in the Colts organization. It has to be scary over there.
I would think.
Or they're all on board. They're like, yeah, we'll be able to get him back because the equipment manager, the athletic trainers, and the doctors for the Colts are top of the line. I am a big fan of them. They've gotten me back from 3 surgeries. Vinatieri, Dwight Freeney, Peyton Manning. You talk about all the great. They are good at what they do. The whole organization is putting faith on them. Like, yep, you can get through this. Let's go ahead
It's got to
and
be
do it.
frustrating as a fan base to have to go through that again. Like,
Will you stop?
I'm just saying.
What?
Everyone can
I
take
think
shots at
probably-
me when I have to deal with things?
Yeah, all last year we had all this misery thrown upon us.
Oh, so now Steelers fans are happy that
Maybe you guys could use a little character.
Everything's all hunky dory at Latrobe. I don't.
it really is. The Steelers look like they're very tight.
It's a very happy team right now.
Speaking of hunky dory, Tom Brady just signs a 2-year extension, $23 million a year,
Good for
opens up $5.5 million in cap space for the New England Patriots. Once again, chestnut checkers. This is a whole nother level of trying to figure out how to be the best football team on earth.
Yeah, he gets an $8 million bump this year, and then basically avoids them having to either even talk about or do anything like franchise-wise next year. So it's just peace of mind for the organization.
And anytime they need more cap space, they'll do it again. They found some clause in the NFL rules that they're like, yeah, we can turn just signing bonus from the guarantee and open up more cap space. What if they're taking a run at a big name? What if they're taking a run to clear cap space right now? They're trying to clear cap space. What if they make a huge signing and yet again it'll be like, oh, fuck, the Patriots are going to win again. That's kind of what always happens. Is Josh Gordon?
He filed for reinstatement, I believe. I think that was what I saw.
I don't think they're paying him that much, though.
No.
Who's the running back from the Chargers?
Melvin Gordon, he's requesting a trade.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like the Patriot
Sony
way.
Michel. Yeah, they have other people too, right?
Yeah.
So if they're trying to clear cap space, though, which is obviously what this is. I mean, granted, locking in Tom Brady for 2 more years is incredible. It's smart, all that stuff. But the $5.5 million cap space wasn't by accident.
Yeah.
I'll be excited to see what the Patriots do. Yet again, the Patriots just always do it, man.
They're going to figure it out.
It has to be
right?
so frustrating. It froze on Belichick's face when Ty Law was doing his speech, by the way, Western Pennsylvania guy. My TV's been freezing again. We're back.
Great.
It froze right on Belichick's face for like probably 3 minutes. And Sam was just losing her mind. She was like, we're changing the channel. I can't just stare at this guy. I'm like, Sam, you just got to respect it, though. I mean, this guy is very fucking good. And he goes to all the Hall of Fames, by the way, that his players get in. He's this everybody do their job guy. He seems like the Patriot way is this insane, rigorous thing. So you would think during training camp it'd be a whole new world. But Belichick always makes it to the Hall of Fame speeches of his players. And I assume that is very much appreciated. I can't wait for the Patriots whenever everybody's old, like when Belichick's like 90 or something, he's finally retired, Tom Brady and all of them, where all the stories get out about how they do and operate everything. I'll be excited to learn about that. They're incredible.
I looked it up. They now have $8.8 million in cap space available. I can't remember if someone on the Steelers got reworked the other day too. Teams always do this during camp and rework cap space. Is it just in case someone gets cut, or
I think it's they see weaknesses potentially in their team, and they're like, okay, we have to sign somebody at this. We're going to have to sign somebody at this. We don't think there can be a min player that we can sign that'll be able to do this job. I think it's just kind of like you test and see what your team is, and then you have to evaluate how much money you're going to have to spend to fix it. And I would assume Belichick has that math figured out completely.
Might be extending one of their guys too.
Yeah.
Someone is due for a deal.
Yep.
Could do that. But this is like 3 times Tom Brady's done this. 6th highest quarterback salary, which is a good spot for him to be because he can always say, people could talk shit on Tom Brady, but he was always willing to take a pay cut.
Yeah.
$23 million a year, willing to take a pay cut to help the team. Refused to be the highest paying quarterback of all time, even though he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Those are all good things to have on the Twitter bio.
Yeah, very good. I think he's
Good things to have.
Yeah.
He still made. I think I saw the other day. He's 230. Giselle's made 460. It's quite a good family there.
Perfect math there for just double that thing up. Good for Tom, man. Winning at life. Anything else happening in the NFL?
The only other thing I had was that Jordy Nelson is retiring.
Oh,
As a Packer.
As a Packer, yeah.
He signed with Packers for a day, and then
Jordy Nelson, whenever he got released or traded or whatever it was, Aaron did not like it, right?
No, not at all. They didn't consult with Rodgers at all.
Which, by the way, is a great way to word it to make Aaron look bad. So people can say, oh, the Green Bay Packers are supposed to consult with Aaron. Like, you know what I mean? That's a way to, as opposed to saying Aaron wasn't told about the move. It's like, because it's easy to say, like, oh, they're supposed to consult with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably a trigger word they added in there on purpose. But I wonder if Aaron Rodgers was like, sign him to let's sign him to a 1 year.
Yeah, that's
I know.
what I was
See
thinking.
if this some
Can
bitch
he
can
just
run?
play?
because he played, he didn't start well last year, but he had a really, really good end of the season last year with the Raiders. I'm kind of surprised that the Packers Maybe if someone gets hurt, they bring him in or something.
What if Jordy wanted it though?
They also have a bunch of young guys on the roster. He'd be good in the locker room for like teaching them how to be a pro and how to build a rapport with Rodgers and stuff like that.
And they got like that 15-year-old head coach. It could be good for him.
Exactly.
I wonder how that whole thing's going.
I don't know. I mean, same thing. They always say that, like, oh, they're getting along now, and the Rodgers has been fiery at practice. But like you said, the defense. I mean, they went out and spent all that money on the defense, so I think they've been dominating pretty thoroughly so far this year.
You got to let the bullets fly, though. Once the bullets start flying, you learn a lot about coaches. You learn a lot about a lot of people. Once you get a couple losses or missed assignments, then you learn a lot about coaches very quickly. I mean, you can learn. I mean. I've had some coaches in the past where during a week they're awesome, and then game day it's like a whole different animal. Mm-hmm. It's like, what the fuck happened to you? What are you? Oh, let's get a win today. It's like, yo, chill the fuck out, bro. What are you talking about? You can't be. I'm like, bro. Some coaches have a tighter asshole than players. Like, people forget that coaches can lose their mind on game day too,
which is not good.
And you never know until the bullets start flying. I think you learn a lot about people. I don't think I've ever seen a coach that acts terribly on game day, make it past a year. Normally they're fired as soon as the season's over. It's like, yep, get rid of that fucking intern. Shit in his pants. We don't need that on the sideline. I hope the Packers do well, though, mostly because Aaron Rodgers is a friend of mine.
Right.
Good friend.
Sent me a DM after the Thursday night thing.
Oh,
just a
nice.
good guy.
That's what good friends do, though.
That's what they do. Sent me a DM congratulating me. Excited to watch. See what comes out of my mouth. I'm excited for that, too, if it means anything.
We all are.
I started writing stuff down when I was sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Of things and angles and concepts I should do while calling a game. Ooh. Pretty pumped up. That's a great avenue for content there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a really good avenue for content. The game is going to be a great time. Me commenting on games is a great avenue for content. It's just the ability to create awesome content. Very thankful that ESPN is doing that. The wrestling one, I really want to utilize that avenue, however possible. Because I think that is a particular channel of content that my brain will do well in. I've been thinking it since like high school. I thought it in college. I got an even heavier belief in the NFL. And now that I'm retired, I am all in on the thought that I am supposed to cut WWE wrestling, sports, entertainment style video content. And I hope I get the opportunity to do it.
I think you should do one to open up the Thursday night games.
Yeah.
I know I want to do one really bad. I want to talk about the city we're in, the team that's flying in, old Chip Kelly, that type of promo. Maybe that's how I do it. Maybe that's how I get that out of me is by
That'd be
doing
really
it.
cool.
Don't they usually do like the slow pan across?
Oh yeah, there's always an intro, a thing. There's always an intro of some sort where they add photos and star players and this and that. Yeah, there is a way to do that for sure. And thankfully though, because I don't know if my body could handle the sports entertainment thing with the body. I mean, I took one kendo stick, couldn't breathe, couldn't sleep. But I do need that particular avenue because I think it'd be a lot of fun for us. I mean, just one target.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about this one target for 90 seconds or 2 minutes. It's like, whew, that'd be a good time.
That would be a great time.
Be able to dive deep down there in the creation land.
Create your own layers. It's like
love
you're
it.
peeling an onion the
Oh
whole
my
time.
God. That'd be a good time. So hopefully that'll happen. Thursday Night Football is going to happen. And a couple massive announcements coming out very soon.
Very soon.
We just got a heads up. Very soon. These things, everything we've been talking about potentially happening, it all has been building for the last few months, right? Foxy and I have been flying around the country, shaking hands with people, meeting people, conversations were happening. And to be honest, the ESPN college football came together rather quickly there. There's a couple other announcements we're about to make that have been in the making for months where you got a lot of lawyers talking to a lot of lawyers. And I don't understand any of it.
They always just muck it up.
Yeah, can't you just say, hey, do this, and we'll do this, you do this,
Not today.
we'll do this.
Not today.
It's a very different world.
Yeah, they got to justify their salaries for being there.
No such thing as a gentleman's handshake anymore.
Well, I think there's a lot of checks and balances, probably due to people screwing people over the long haul, which makes a lot of sense. And I appreciate my people doing that on our end and their people doing it on their end. But I do believe there's a couple massive announcements about to grace the earth about us And I'm pumped up about it, man. I'm very excited about it. Because it's been something that's been in the works behind the scenes for so long. Haven't been able to talk about it because you can't ruin anything. That's basically what I'm told. And I'm not a person that has a filter. Normally, if it's in there, it's coming out. So I like to talk about my experiences and things I'm going through. But these particular ones are like, Pat, do not. And I repeat, do not mention it to anybody. And I'm like, well, the boys are going to know for sure. And my lady, you think I'm just going to lay in my bed and not say anything? Like, this is Area 51. They're like, yeah, but publicly you cannot say anything because that could potentially ruin it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to ruin anything. They're like, exactly, keep your mouth shut. And I'm like, all right, I'll keep my mouth shut, but it's going to be tough. So whenever I started teasing that something's coming, I got a text that was like, Pat, why are you saying something's coming? I'm like, well, maybe this will push you guys to make this deal. Maybe this will push you guys to make the deal happen. No, they're all in. Everybody's all in. Everybody's very excited. And I think within the next 48 hours, something could potentially be coming. And I'm pumped for all of us.
If we're being honest here,
I'm proud of all of us, too. Go ahead.
I told my parents.
Oh, come on, Tone.
Thanks.
Tony.
I told them not to tell their super media friends, though.
Yeah, well, you Italians,
Doesn't leave the family.
you Italians are known
Exactly.
for keeping things locked in.
It's a code.
Yeah, I understand that. I appreciate that. I don't think Coach Diggs would ever narc on nobody,
No.
Every Italian knows, like the Mediterranean Sea.
but I'm pretty pumped up.
Keep in mind, all these meetings, handshaking, business deals, all done in jorts and a tank top.
I have not changed at all.
Not at all.
There's a couple people that were offended, and they decided not to offer anything.
I remember that.
And then
For the best.
there was a few companies, a select few companies, that said, "Hey, we want to work together, and let's make it happen." And my people, that's what I have. I have people. Our people, because I do guess they represent the entire company, technically, legally, everything. Let's go. Our people have figured out a way to negotiate deals that make everybody happy. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the first time for this or if this is the last time for this, because the diversity of deals that are about to launch is pure insanity. It is absolute insanity. But it's going to be an incredible fall, and we are going to have an absolute blast. We're going to be very busy, and I do believe that number 10 on the 40 under 40 thing that the big lead let out yesterday, even though lists are very important,
Oh, yeah.
especially lists like that, very important.
Well respected.
Oh, yeah. I think next year it's going to be a vastly different number, especially because this fall, for me and the boys here, I think is about to be a launching pad, like an Elon Musk style launching pad. I mentioned in the video that the college football announcement was a big announcement. That's a big announcement. Getting
Correct.
a chance to do Thursday Night Football on ESPN is an incredible honor, and it is an awesome announcement. But that one kind of came in there towards the end and got negotiated quickly. These other two are much bigger, life-altering announcements. And I'm pumped for the team of listeners and followers to hear about it, because you're just a part of this. A big part of this is anybody. Whenever the Hall of Fame guys say to like their coach from high school, like, you in the Hall of Fame too. I want you listeners to know these deals, you're a part of these deals too.
Nice.
You are a vocal talking point in a lot of these meetings. Just like Marty Smith called you guys a cult. It's a little aggressive. Okay, I don't think we're doing anything negative. Cults normally imply a negativity, but I can understand the rabidness of the group. Every single conversation, the people that listen to this show, listen to Heartland Radio, and follow along on social media are referred to as a dominant force. And I can't be more thankful for the dominant force that we have. I can't be more honored that you guys have faith in us. I think that is what listeners of this show do. You put faith in us by listening to this show, that we will deliver some goodness to you, because you can listen to a lot of other things. You choose to listen to this. And I think it's going to be just. Like, I think we're going to come through for everybody here, and it's going to be a great fall. Monumental announcements, though, coming out in the next 48 hours. Like, big fucking announcements that is pretty wild to think about now that it's all kind of coming together. It's going to be a fun thing. It's going to be a cool thing. And there might be a Times Square billboard.
What?
That's what I was told.
Wow.
That'd be awesome.
Watch for it.
That'd be ridiculously overpriced, just like everything else that we do. But we're thankful for it. And it could be a lot of fun. Yeah. Other than that, had a great convo earlier. We're speaking well right now. We're about to transition into our lives, not just football, but into our lives. Mm-hmm. And just in a couple weeks, we'll be able to do this in a different language.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
You know why?
What's that?
Because one of our sponsors, Babbel, is the language learning app that'll get you speaking a new language quickly and with confidence. Zito is trying this out currently to speak English and a potential another language.
Russian as well.
That a boy?
Niet. Da. That was no and yes.
Speak a new language with confidence. Choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, German, and
Russia. In.
Babbel is designed to quickly get you speaking your new language within weeks, Zito. Babbel's teaching method, speech recognition technology, has been proven to be effective across multiple studies. Convenient lessons are only 10 to 15 minutes. Learn through interactive dialogue so you can perfect your pronunciation and your accent. Lessons are lovingly created by over 100 language experts, parentheses, real people.
Okay.
Not by a translation machine. Available as an app or online, and your progress will be synced across all of the devices. Be bold this summer and learn a new language. Here are the easy steps to speaking a new language with confidence today. Go to Babbel.com or download the app. That's Babbel.com. Try for free. That is Babbel, Babbel.com. Babbel. Speak a new language with confidence. 10 to 15-minute sessions.
Pretty easy.
Couple weeks.
You can do it on the toilet.
Yeah, you can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Diversify yourself. Wow.
Pooping.
Okay. Back to the show.
Koroshaya Bolav Boroshitano.
Babbel's doing great for Zito. We'll do even better for you. Babbel.com. Shop with confidence. Speak a new language with confidence. Or download the app today. For free. Sam, actually, we've gotten to the bottom on all the networks, by the way. And we're in a bad spot. On all the platforms, we've gotten to the bottom. You're talking about Showtime, HBO Go, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon.
Geez.
We're at the bottom. We beat the game, I guess.
Hey, kind of perfect timing, though.
I guess we beat the game. Yeah, sports are about to get back heavily involved in our lives, which I'm assuming Sam is very excited about. I mean, I made her watch those 7 hours of Hall of Fame speeches. She was not ecstatic about that. She was like, babe, come on. Can you not just read them? And I'm like, no, there's going to be a big moment, a couple big moments or something like that. This is what I want to do next year. For somebody that gets inducted in the NFL Hall of Fame next year, I would like them to come here to Pat McAfee Inc. This is just one person. Let us have you for 2 days. Let us have you for 2 days, go through your speech with you. And if it's not the most electric speech of the Hall of Fame, then I will never talk into a microphone again. You got a lot of people out there talking who aren't normally talkers, and they deserve the massive moment. They've contributed their entire life to a sport, and they're getting whatchamacallit, immortalized in the game forever. But a lot of those guys aren't great speakers. And boy, I just think if you get somebody with a little flair up there to do a real good speech, you could really flip the night on its head. That thing is ripe for the taking by somebody. Ed Reed said something. His hat won the night.
Yeah, so it was gorgeous.
Ed Reed's hat won the night. A lot of emotional moments for all of the guys, Ed Reed included. Tony Gonzalez went up there, did okay. Gil Brandt had 100 pages, and he led off the night. It just gets a little tough. It gets a little tough. Like, congratulations, you guys are the greatest of all time in your respective positions in football. But, boy, we got to do something to lighten that one up a little bit. You got people just rolling out. You got Hall of Famers getting on their wheelchairs, get the fuck out of there about halfway through the night. Man, we can't do this shit. I tried my best.
I can't believe you did that.
Bro, it's like 6 hours
A
straight.
Steeler goes in there, and I won't even attempt to watch the speech.
Wow.
Champ Bailey said they all say amazing things, like
Yeah,
sprinkled,
yeah.
Sure,
sprinkled
yeah.
through. There's some really amazing things, and I like to watch the delivery and the reaction. But boy, that's a tough viewing from beginning top to bottom, beginning to end. Then you got Chris Berman going out there in between, cutting a little set. He's got a little hot 2 minutes up
He
there.
still got it. He still
got it. Still brings the boomer once in a while. But boy, that was a tough watch.
Are they like 45 minutes each?
Gil Brandt went first. I think it was 40 minutes first, and I think that kind of set the tone.
They're absurdly long. They should be like 10 minutes tops.
And all of them say at the beginning, not going to keep you guys for too long here. Don't need to overdo it. Champ Bailey said, or I think it was Champ or one of them said, whenever I did this before, I forgot some names, and there's like 100 names. I won't do that again because I just know that you helped me. And then throughout his thing, he went off and rattled about 100 names. He went on and threw the whole thing. So it's like, I think they all have the goal and the mission to go up there, keep it quick, thank the people they need to, but they're not used to speaking in front of large gatherings of people. So that changes everything. So they kind of just keep going. I just want one of them to come by here and just be like, all right, let's go ahead and get this thing. Let's get this thing tuned up so we can keep people their attention for this 40 minutes you're going to speak for probably.
Break it up into episodes.
As much as I'm not a Ray Lewis guy, he was entertaining last year.
Exactly. I mean, just need a little something, because boy, it's just they set him up for failure too, right? They set him up for failure. I told this to one executive that worked at ESPN. I was in an elevator with her. She was a very nice lady, and she was a comical person, but she was like hour 5 of day 1. She had to go speak up there. And she cracked like 2 jokes early that actually like got me to laugh, right? And I told her in the elevator, I said, "You were in a terrible position. You were 5 hours into this thing. You had already, most of the room was already about done listening to people, and you went up there and dropped 2 jokes just very quickly. I was very impressed." Is exactly what I said to her in the elevator. And she looked at me and she called me very smart, and this whole thing. But that was real. Those Hall of Famers, they're not in a good spot.
Yeah.
If you're 4 hours into that thing and you're just about to go, it was like Goldberg when he went into the Hall of Fame in WWE. There was nobody in the crowd. You're in a tough thing. I just want you to light it up. So, anyways, we watched that.
Okay.
And I just want one person to be like, "Hey, let's punch it up a little bit." Like, you got it. Because you do, those people are elite at something. You should hear what made them elite. Like, that's why I listen, because they're sprinkling in greatness in there. We just got to tie it all together. It's a long show. They deserve it. Do whatever the hell you want. I appreciate everything you've done for the game, but let's spice it up a little.
Well, I assume Tony Gonzalez is the most eloquent speaker, and I don't know how deep he went, so maybe you can let me know because I was perusing
He was last.
his. Okay, because I would say there was just a constant flow of people leaving all throughout his.
Oh, yeah.
Every time they panned to the crowd,
A lot of
half the
open
people
seats.
were leaving.
By the way, that is something you would never see with the WWE. On the live shot, you would never see a single.
They don't do seat fillers?
What's that?
Seat fillers where they just send someone random in there?
That's a Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't, obviously, because even the way they were shooting, they were showing a lot of open seats. And I'm like, oh, hey, get out of there. Get out of there. Let's not show that. That's not good. They don't deserve this.
Well, those people have been sitting there in the hot sun for
Cooking.
hours
That's-
and hours.
That's the kicker.
listening to
Cooking.
fucking a lot of nothing, some gems.
And I enjoy the thought that they all wear sunglasses in.
Yeah.
And none of them change when it gets dark. So you got a lot of people wearing sunglasses at night in that place. And it's just like the norm. Like, yeah, we've been here since the sun came up. We've stayed past the sun going down. And these are the only facial things. I think some people are sleeping out there.
Yeah, can't quit
for
an app.
sure.
I think there's people sleeping out there.
Guaranteed.
Zeke, we got owned this weekend. Your cigar, Zeke. I'm Hat Diggs.
Oh, let's
Ed
go.
Reed dominated us both walking out on that stage.
Yeah, he had 2 cigars in his thing, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
he's
power move.
and his bust is the best bust I've
Yes,
seen.
of all time.
Incredible.
Far.
The bust maker for that particular bust for Ed Reed's really took the attention to detail well, because it's not always good.
No.
Not always. Deion Sanders was tough. Cristiano Ronaldo, all-time fail.
You think he brought his own bus builder?
Who, Ed Reed?
Yeah, he must have.
I think he might have had a conversation with him, like, "Hey, bub, come on. Like, let's
you a
do it."
cigar.
I wonder if anybody ever does that, because, I mean, that's what you're immortalized as.
Yep.
Long after you're gone, people would travel to Canton, Ohio to see it, and they see your bust, and it's just like, oh my God, that guy's face. is- they don't look. That was a good bust, though. I think that's going to be the new standard, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so we watched that. That's filled our time, but we're getting to the bottom. Even poked my head around with the Avengers Endgame.
Okay. Yeah.
You guessed
And
it?
That was tough, bro.
Should we get to the end?
I didn't finish. No, I got an hour and 48 minutes in. I tried my best, man. That first hour, it's not for the casual fan. That first hour is tying up all the loose ends for the fans who know what's going on.
It's nostalgic.
Is it?
I think so. I think
So
I used that
it's
right.
tough to celebrate the nostalgia if you weren't there back in the day.
Yeah.
Which I was
that's a
not.
fair
You're
criticism.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I powered through the first hour, but it was not easy. Hawkeye losing his kids, opening scene, that's tough.
It is.
They deserved it for putting mayo on those hot dogs.
Yeah, what was that? They were like, let's put some extra mayo on a hot dog. Is that's how they? I think
never
they
had it
think
that
that
way.
people. That's how I think they think in Hollywood that people eat hot dogs over here in America. That is true. They probably had a full sit down meeting. We're like, they're out there on a farm a little bit. We got to make them, at least look like they could possibly be from there. What do people from farms do? Hot dog. Somebody, yeah, we'll get them a hot dog. What else? Mayonnaise. Yep, put those two together. That's what they do out there, right? Yeah. That's what they do. That is what it felt like. So it was tough. I didn't get to the end, but it was making sense to me.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. lose that weight? Did he Matthew McConaughey that?
He might have.
At the beginning of the movie, he looked like he had.
When he was in space.
Would he slim down? Yeah, because he had been in space. That's a good question.
I don't know, to be honest.
Did he McConaughey that thing?
I don't know.
He might
Because
have.
they can CGI so easily now. I don't know.
Yeah, I fucking.
I bet they CGI'd it.
You taught me that in the game of tag or the movie of tag, the guy had 2 broken arms the
Yeah,
whole thing.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner.
Renner.
Is that
Two
fast?
casts in
Lost
the
his
whole
kid
movie,
and broke his arm.
And no fucking this kid's had a rough year, and he's got no real superpower other than the fact he can shoot a fucking bow and arrow good, which his daughter could do better than him before she died. Yeah. Anyways,
Good singer, though. Just came out.
Who?
Renner.
Oh, his album.
He's got a song now on Spotify.
It's a
Crushes
banger.
it.
Are you serious? It's
Yeah.
a banger.
It's very
Yes.
good.
Play it. That was great.
He's got chops.
Couldn't watch the end of the movie. I got an hour and 48 in. I've heard the last hour and 20 minutes is solid. Maybe we'll get there. I had to buy it because you couldn't rent
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
So I invested $20 into that. You're welcome, Avengers, for doing what you got to do.
Oh, you couldn't rent it?
Couldn't rent it yet.
Well, I respect that you waited till after it passed Avatar to buy it because you didn't want to contribute to the money that was going to beat it.
Fact.
I know you think.
All I'm doing is building up the number for Avatar, whatever, to come in
To beat it.
and
Yep.
beat it. That's what I'm doing.
Respect that.
So, anyways, watch that. Watch the thing. I've literally hit the bottom on all those networks, so it's kind of freaking me out. I tried my best. That one, it sounds good. I'm happy that movie is existing because I guess we'll dive into it. Sam watches the Handsmaid thing.
Handmaid's Tale.
That
Don't
thing.
do it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Don't
It's
do
fucked
it.
up.
Never.
It's good, but it's fucked up.
Like a drama?
Yeah, it's like set in like the future, kind of like a dystopian. It's weird.
I
stuff.
turned on one. I happened to walk in when Sam was watching one episode, and boy, it was a gripping scene. And I was like, I am out of here. I was like, this is what you're watching during the day? Like, this is what we need to probably not. I mean, you're probably going to become an angry person. That's a bad scene for women. That's a bad scene.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to watch part of it, man. You're just like, oh, really? She just poked her eye out.
Sam and I have been together 5 state fairs.
Oh.
Oh, happy anniversary.
We took her. See, that's the thing. I think anniversaries are for weddings.
I agree.
Okay? And I have been scolded by Samantha and I think my mom even, because this is the way my dad believes, that Sam and I don't have an anniversary because we haven't been married yet, right? There's a period of time where we started hanging out, but are we just going to pick a day in there and just
Can't do it.
I don't want to
Just some arbitrary day.
It's not like you're in 7th grade and you're like, hey, are we boyfriend and girlfriend today?
Yeah, yes, no box.
And you go back to the text and be like, see, it was this day.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect our relationship. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because what if I thought we were a lot more serious than we were earlier
Yeah,
than
exactly.
she did?
Yep.
That just leads for me to be disappointed.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wait until there's the holy matrimony thing.
Yep.
That's the anniversary. Like I believe our engagement date probably be one like, oh, this was the engagement day. And then the wedding's the anniversary. Todd,
Yeah.
you've been through this a couple times.
I couldn't agree with you more, brother.
Okay.
To me, it's like you're just celebrating the first date, basically, which is that's just 2 strangers agreeing to meet and accomplish one thing.
What are we celebrating?
Were you ever able to celebrate an anniversary? Did it ever make it
Oh,
along?
boy.
All right. Thanks. Jesus.
no.
Todd, you didn't deserve that. Valid question. I would like to hear the answer.
Truth in there.
So the way I've kept track of our relationship is the amount of state fairs that we've gone to together.
That's really romantic.
It is.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Hey, thank you, Foxy.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday to you. That is a real anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday to you.
Appreciate you.
So Sam and I have been together for 5 state fairs.
Pretty long time.
That's good.
And we've talked about, thank you, by the way. I agree. I told her,
That's an accomplishment.
I said, this is longer than high school.
Yeah.
This is longer than my college. This is a long time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Same time.
we're creeping up on the career, my NFL career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is a long time, Sam. And I'm enjoying every minute of it. Every minute of it. So we go to the state fair. It's our thing. And I enjoy it. I eat like shit. This year I had a deep fried Reese's. Oh, wow. Oh, it tasted Just as delicious as you could. I was worried because I don't do the deep fried sweets because I like sweets a lot. I don't need the extra garnish of fried
Makes
shit
sense, yeah.
on it.
Sure.
Don't ruin my Oreo. I like Oreos already. If I can dip it in milk, life's even better.
Right.
But I don't try the deep fried Oreo or anything like that. But Reese's, which somebody asked me on IG, why do we pronounce it wrong? I think they pronounce it wrong.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I think
they do.
Reese's, come on, that's a bad business thing.
Recess.
That's school. Reese's.
How does someone else pronounce it?
Reese's.
Reese's.
In the Midwest, or at least like Iowa, Minnesota, and kind of over, it's Reese's. But you get around Reese's enough, like that doesn't sound wrong either.
Reese's sounds
I
better.
grew up hearing
Way better.
Reese's,
Yeah.
and I prefer to
Sense.
say it that way.
And we're wrong, by the way.
I know we're wrong.
We
but-
are wrong with the Reese's.
More fun to say, too.
Yeah.
It's a better business name. I bet you if they could go back and start it over again, they would just add another E at the end of that thing, and it would be Reese's. Because that's what it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, there's a deep fried Reese's, and it was fucking unbelievable. We went specifically for that, and we went because it's our thing, but with a mission to try the deep fried Reese's
it.
and also a deep fried ice cream cookie sandwich.
Oh, that's wow! Sign me up for that one. my friend.
Yeah, we couldn't find it though. They gave us the runaround to a couple different stops, and to be honest, it's a big state fair. I didn't want to go back and do another lap. Sam and I decided, you know what? They made it too hard to find. This is on them, not on us.
I'm thinking about going for my first time next week, $2 Tuesdays.
You're gonna love
So
it.
you said you were looking for the ice cream stand. Was there a list of foods
Yes.
beforehand that I could?
Yeah. You got to get it. You got to get in the end. It's on the internet. It will list you off all the things that are the.
Should have you are here map for the foods.
Well, I think they do. They listed the deep fried ice cream sandwich wrong. Because we went to the place it was supposed to be, and they said no, it's back around where we were like fucking 3 hours ago, because it's a long walk. And Sam and I decided, it's like 400 degrees out here, probably not going to take it. Maybe next year we'll get it. So we got the deep fried Reese's, got the big ass turkey leg. We really did some good eating there. I mean, you name it, it's at the state fair, and we didn't grow up with state fairs. Where I'm from, Plum Community Days is the only thing we had. And there was a hot dog man that was on a little wagon. You bought those. You get your face painted by the high school cheerleaders if you wanted to.
and a funnel cake.
And a funnel cake and a dunk tank.
That's all I need.
Oh yeah.
And every once in a while, there'd be a musician up on the stage, and that was Plum Community Days. So in my head, that was every state fair or whatever any fair is, a festival. And then I get to Indiana, and the state fair is its own world. It is literally its own world. Sam and I do it all. We eat the food, then we go try to win some games. She won 3 fucking fish in a completely rigged game. Nobody else was winning around us. I saw a line of 15 little children and their families not win a single goldfish. Sam won 3 of them. It's just a nightmare of a scene. We got hustled by a couple carnies. We played the little water squirt game.
The
Yep.
best of that game.
Good shot.
You're good at the water game?
good.
I will let you know
Yeah, Deadeye.
that going into this state fair, had been 4-0 against Sam in the water squirt game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
4-0. She's also good.
4-time defending champion.
4-time. I even give her the little gift thing, the little thing that I
Prize,
win.
yeah.
You're welcome.
It's a gentleman's move.
Thank you. This time we sit down against 3 little redneck kids
Oh boy.
on the stools next to us. It's a 5-person race. And I'll tell you what, first one, false start. But the water got the chute. You didn't have to push it down. It automatically shot. A little bit of a false start because the carny didn't turn on one of the people's things.
Come on, guy.
Hold on, though. I was off a little bit. The thing shot up to the
Okay.
right. So I adjusted during
There
the
we go.
break. Sam and the people were trying to talk to me. My hands were just locked in.
Yep.
Locked in. They hit the go. I'm black dot the entire time.
Yes.
Nice.
The entire time. I lose to one of the kids.
It's rigged.
Rigged.
Game's rigged.
My guy was slower than that one over there.
Yep.
Sam wasn't happy either because she said she was on the black dot the entire time. We got fucked by the state fair, and I'm not going to stand for it. I'm supposed to be 5-0. Now some little kid that didn't even have shoes on,
Well,
yelling around with a mullet.
well.
I mean, who's regulating those games?
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Carney's favor, Carney's.
You know what? I really wanted to go to the state fair this year. I'm going to protest it out of spite for you.
It's right next to the
I'm gonna
Fishy
take that
Friend
stand.
game. Go over there. Fishy Friend's nothing but winners, apparently.
Did you have to you have to go buy a tank and stuff after? Or?
No, I gave those away.
Oh, you did?
They gave us little tickets, little Monopoly tickets, that we could come back later and get the fish because they didn't have any on them at the time.
Oh.
So you got it, took them, tried to pawn them off on a family that we saw. That person actually commented on my thing that I tried to pawn the fish off on my husband. We did not take the fishy friends either. I would like to know where those things ended. Sam's a fucking sniper, though. I never seen anybody drain buckets like that.
Nice.
So then we wanted to, there's everything at the state fair. It's awesome. There's rides. I would never get on one, but they're there.
No. Sound move. You don't do that.
I've driven by it like
You don't do that.
I've driven
Thank
by
you.
it like 6 to 10 times, and that Ferris wheel has not been moving once. I assume everyone is on the same page. Don't get on that fucking Ferris
So
wheel.
I just, anything on there is a little tough. They had this one that's like it looks like an amusement park one where it spins and swings and it's going very fast.
Yep.
And I'm like, who's put this together? Just a couple of the nuts and bolts and then, put the kids on there.
Yeah.
I think
I ain't
parents,
trusting that.
I think parents are putting their kids on there. So if they die,
Yes.
it's not on them. It's on the, I think
Yeah,
they're
they
trying
can
to
sue.
get,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that thing's been in use since 1935, and they got guys taking it down and putting it up every year.
Fucking
You're
Elvis
bound to be
performed
missing
when
a
it
few
first
bolts.
opened.
Elvis was on it. Yeah. Who's going on that? Like Sam each year jokes like, oh, we're going to go on it. And I don't even, I kill it with indifference. I don't even acknowledge it. There's no chance we're getting on that thing. So we wanted to, there's like stores and shit. There's everything. So we wanted to, immortalize the day.
Yeah.
So there's a caricature drawer.
Oh, yeah.
I love those.
This guy, this guy was drawing right there. He also had a tent with a fan on it. So in our eyes, it was a win-win. We've been out there for 2-3 hours. It's like 100
AC.
degrees. We're bouncing around, eating some food. And we sit down for this caricature thing. And the guy's asking us about our story, And we're like, oh, this is our 5th state fair, actually. This is how we're going to remember it. We've gotten things in the past that we've lost that haven't been great. But this one was going to be one we were going to remember. A caricature drawing. We're going to put it on a fridge. Okay, we're going to put this motherfucker on a fridge. Guy's asking us all the right questions, He's like, how long you guys been together? We're like, 5 state fairs. This is the 5th one. It's going to be awesome. Oh, did you get engaged? Yeah, very recently we got engaged. You guys are going to get married? Yeah, we're going to get married. He's like, oh, that's beautiful. And then he asks Sam, he's like, where did you guys get engaged at? She tells the story, waterfall, helicopter, the whole thing. He's like, oh, that's beautiful. Stare this way, stare this way. And she had to lock in, and then I had to lock in. And people were just driving by because they have a little trolley that goes. And we were basically on display for these people that drive by. So a lot of people recognized me and Sam, and a lot of people were taking pictures. And the guy's caricature was going towards the crowd. So he was drawing, and Sam gets to go around and see it. This dude drew Sam with 6 knives, okay? Me standing on a target. One of the knives is in my forehead. What? One of the knives is in my heart. One's in my ball sack. And then my thought says, it's not fun anymore. Oh my God. So this guy drew a murderous caricature. And these kids are just driving by, like saying hi to me. And I had no idea that the picture that they were being shown while they were driving by was like me with a knife in my head. And Sam like going to throw another one. And Sam looks at it and goes, this motherfucker, we had to pay him $50. We had to pay him $50 for his time. We had to pay him for that. I was like, Sam, we're putting it up on a fridge. Pay $50. And the guy even gave like a little thing on the bottom you can rip off for authenticity, like a certificate of authenticity. I was like, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. So that'll be up on the fridge for at least a year.
See, you're like a retired political cartoonist for the Times or something.
Sam was
What's wrong
like,
with this guy?
Sam was like, that guy's got mental illness. I was like, why? She's like, we were talking about love and happiness when it was our 5th state fair and everything like that. And this guy's just doodling a murder. Like, what does this guy do at home, you think? I'm like, I have no idea, Sam. I have not thought of the caricatures.
So when you
House life.
unveiled it, were you just like, oh, cool?
There was people there talking to me. So there was a couple of people there that we had just met talking to me. And Sam's looking at it. And I turn around and Sam goes, look how nice. Look how nice. And I go, oh, you were aggressive with it. That was my exact thought. I was like, oh, a little creative integrity here on
Angry
this thing.
trees.
And he was like, yep. And then he told me the price, and I paid him. And then he put it in a bag for us to carry around. But it was flat in the bag, and it was a clear bag. So Sam was walking with it. She's like, I'm not fucking walking with this. I was like, well, we can't throw it away. So I rolled it up.
Oh, yeah.
Smart, because I'm an art guy.
Yeah.
The fucking starch paper was so strong, that thing popped open in the bag, and I'd just been walking with it for like an hour until we got back to the car. Couldn't even imagine how many people saw me with a knife in my head. So Sam is not exactly thrilled with the caricature guy.
You guys thought that was for you. That was for him.
100%.
That was probably his 100th couple of the day, talking about how much they love each other. And I go, oh, these fucking good people. I'll show them.
Hold on, let me.
Oh, you have a photo of it?
Yeah, oh yes.
I can't wait.
Didn't release a photo of it strictly so I could tell this story. So, State Fair was a good time. And now, a reading by Zito.
Thank you, Pat.
I will say, the reason why we started these was because Zito was going to do a reading at the wedding.
Correct.
Sam listens to the show. She believes that he's potentially getting worse at reading.
I had a good one last week.
I don't think you did. The last couple have been probably your worst takes yet. And
Come on.
I'm wondering if it's because it's wedding season, Zeets, and you're kind of losing
Confidence.
Yeah, maybe. But the good thing is you got uninvited to that wedding. So
They were not happy.
Things are looking up.
I guess the wedding couple we didn't take into consideration. Didn't love the thought of a random listener of this show going as Zito's +1, so his invite got rescinded this last weekend. That's a real story, by the way. That
I
is
have
a
to
true.
take back the gift, too.
Got him a sword, huh? You got him a sword? It's very
Got a
nice.
toaster.
Anyway, so wedding season Zeke contest is officially over, unless you come with Zito's to my wedding.
Oh.
Which, Zito, we don't know if you're invited yet. We don't know if you're reading yet. Let's hope this one's better than your
So
last.
if I become a better reader, I could go to your wedding?
Yeah, the goal is to have you read during the wedding.
That was kind of the theme all along.
The goal
here.
is to have a reading by Zito mid-wedding.
I thought it was an in and out kind of thing. Like, get out of here.
Oh, you think you're making an appearance?
And then get out.
Like you're not invited? Hey, this is Zito just for the reading. We're holding you up in a green room in the back.
Security, please, come
Bring
out
you
here.
in, kick you out. I think you're invited to the whole thing, but you will have a performance
Okay.
if you can read good.
Well, let's go. Let's conquer this.
Let's
Do it.
now.
We know you've had it circled on your calendar for months, but it... Oh, fuck. The commas always get me. Commas always get me there. Do you pause?
Yes.
Yes, that's what a comma is.
How big of a pause?
Brief.
Less than a period.
A little bit less than a period. More than a semicolon.
For you, it's for you to catch your breath.
By the way, don't let anybody use semicolons. Nobody uses those
Yeah.
anymore.
Let's cancel that out. Restart.
You use semicolons, Ty?
Oh yeah, and text messages all the time.
Oh, Jesus.
Really?
Yep.
Where I put two
Harvard
periods,
guy.
probably should put semicolon, huh?
Yeah, well, not necessarily. If you're putting like a list behind it, which I'm assuming you're doing, you know, you keep the semicolons there.
Wait for a lisp?
List.
List.
With several commas. Yeah.
Mike Tyson loves semicolon.
That is Jose Perez from Chicago saying that.
He still got it, too.
Yeah, I know he does.
We know you've had it circled on your calendar for months.
That was too long. It's too long of a pause.
You got
His brain. I wish you people could see his face. He was literally. He's trying to figure out how long he was supposed to pause there.
But just in case you didn't know already, National CBD Day is just around the corner on Thursday, August 8th.
Whoa, a couple of days away here.
Days away. And as founders of this well-known and historic holiday, CBD MD has a big celebration planned. Period.
Yep.
Between entertainment content, flash sales, giveaways, and more, CBD MD has a full day of exciting things that you won't want to miss.
This is probably supposed to be such a big thing. The founders of CBD Day, this company created a day for CBD, and they're talking about having these flash sales and giveaways
Oh, yeah.
and all this massive thing. And all Zito can think about is how long he's supposed to pause after each comma in between and the periods at the end of the sentence.
There's dashes. I don't know what dashes. We do with dashes there.
What's the word that's dashed?
It just goes, it's a celebration of all things CBD dash so.
This is
It's another pause.
Another small pause.
Jesus.
Jesus got nothing to do with this.
So whether you're looking to whether you're looking to snag some more gummies, topicals, or Pat's favorite CBD PM, or you really want to learn more about CBD, CBDMD and National CBD Day as a whole, there is something for you to enjoy. I'm not a fan of commas.
You just
Any punctuation,
you've
really.
decided commas are the enemy of Zito.
And no turning on the red light. The right turn ones, I hate those.
When people just sit there,
Yeah.
just go. Stop stopping at train tracks too.
I'm a big... Get rid of commas.
Train track is the comma of the road.
To keep up with all the CBDMD has planned for National CBD Day and not miss a second of the fun, follow them on Instagram at cbdmd.usa. Or is that just...
You just scratched the paper like there was a smudge on it?
I thought it was a smudge. At cbdmd.usa and keep an eye out for exciting opportunities.
You thought the smudge looked like .USA?
You thought the dot was a smudge, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not used to hearing social media names with a period in the middle of it.
Can you have a period in it?
I'm not sure.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can.
Billy's saying he can. Billy knows. He saw,
Sorry.
he saw Hobbs and Shaw. I don't know if we're to that in the movie or in the show yet, but spoiler alert, Billy saw Hobbs and Shaw.
For exciting opportunities to save big and win some high-quality CBD products. But if the excitement of National CBD Day is keeping you up at night, or you just want to celebrate Pat's big deal with ESPN, congratulations, by the way, by binge-eating gummies and shotgunning tinctures.
It's like a party.
Sounds like a CBD party.
Yeah, a lot of CBD there. All Pat McAfee listeners can get 20% off right now by going to CBDM.
Sorry, I was excited.
We're excited about the 20% off.
Sorry. CBDMD.com and using promo code McAfee at checkout. Once again, that's CBD.com, CBDMD.com, promo code McAfee at checkout. 20% off your order. And don't forget to follow CBDMD on Instagram
Yeah.
at CBDMD.USA to keep track of all the upcoming festivities.
I'll tell you what, you really did well with that one.
I overcame combat.
Even those commas.
Zito, I'll tell you what, bub.
Are you going to put commas in yours? If it does
For
come
the
with
wedding
it?
one?
Yeah. Please don't.
I'm telling you, after that last one right there, I think we're losing the sponsor
Come on.
and the reading by Zito.
We did a good job.
We did, yeah. You struggled through that one quite a bit.
We overcame, though.
Yeah, but it's not about Rudy on wedding day. You know, it's not about an underdog story.
He was offsides.
It's about showcasing the reading by Zito on the wedding day
I enjoy after he finishes a sentence, he looks up at you for approval.
to see if the sentence is properly finished.
Yes.
Like as if I wrote it.
Yeah.
The thing about it is the CBDMD, the CBD PM, really did change my life. Puts me to sleep, have great dreams, and my body does feel better when I wake up. The CBD gummies, I had a little bit of a headache this weekend after the pool. Took the gummy, let go of the headache. CBD does magical things. National CBD Day. National CBD Day is tomorrow, Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. August 8th.
Let's go ahead and celebrate that
Let's
with
celebrate.
a massive CBD MD purchase for 20% off. The office is going to do it. I hope the listeners do. And Zito's definitely going to do it. Just try to keep them on board with
Yeah,
us.
I'm going to buy a lot just to make sure they're not mad at me
And use the promo code so it looks as if we did it.
with different credit cards.
Good idea. I think if we were to score that one,
Come on.
I mean, D's get degrees, right? I think you were a
6.7?
60%. I think it was a 60%, that one.
Can you give me like a 67 or something?
No, I don't think you got 6.7 of the words out of 10 words right. I think you got about 6 out of the 10 words right.
So we're me at 6.5?
Nope. No, I think you're at 60%. But that means a lot of room for growth, and
Yep.
we've come a long way.
Yes.
You were like 2 for 10 there at the beginning of reading.
I think I should take some CBD to relax a little bit.
Now we're talking about maybe next week you get bumped up. Shout out to CBDMD. Happy
curve.
CBD Day. Let's get back to the show. I would recommend it, though. I mean, a lot of positive stuff, too.
Is it cash only?
You know, I take cash.
Okay.
And there's an ATM there as well.
Oh, okay.
I assume they take cards somewhere, though. Got to see all the animals, you know. Saw a couple pigs down there.
Oh, I love those.
State Fair winning pigs?
There's only can be one winner, bro. Well, I guess there's like 45 different levels, but I saw the award-winning sunflower, big ass fucking sunflower. This thing won the Indiana State Fair. Blah blah blah.
They're gonna say underwhelmed.
I think it's 4-H or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Little 4-H, you can win for best potato.
Yep, you bet.
Best corn, best sunflower seed, and really all it is just the air conditioner you're going in to look at. And this sunflower seed was this big. It was this big. It was massive. I don't know how they keep it fresh because Sam was breaking down with 4-H's, and when you get into the flower department of 4-H, you got to go regional. So you got to win your regional fair to get to the state fair.
Oh, like Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got to get to the playoffs to get to the state
Makes
fair.
sense.
How do they keep these flowers alive for 4 months?
Are they
great
pressed in
question.
paper?
Is that real?
Yeah, that's a thing that people do.
No, they don't see.
Or are they actually like flowers? Like
flowers.
It's in a pot.
Holy.
Yeah, it's in a
That's
pot.
crazy.
Oh, and it's living.
It's living.
Then
Good
I have no idea.
fertilizer.
We did a bunch of new pottery around the pool on Friday because I was supposed to do an interview there,
Right.
and then the person just didn't show up.
Very
That's
unprofessional.
not-
Rescheduled it, and then didn't show up again.
he oh my god, he canceled the reschedule?
But he's a big deal though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But I wanted to make the pool look nice because that's probably where we're going to sit because he was coming to the house. to do an
Sure.
interview. Not a lot of people have seen my house. Not a normal thing to showcase the house. So Sam felt all worried, like, oh, I got to clean this place up. Got to make it look good if old buddy's coming. So Sam busts her ass cleaning this house out, hides all the vitamins, any thought of anything potentially bad, cleans the whole place, gets new flowers for around the pool. Our place looks like a Four Seasons all of a sudden.
Nice.
I'm pretty excited that this guy did this because Sam fucking made the place look awesome. Then the guy just no-shows. Unbelievable.
Even had a pair of swimming trunks set out for him in case he wanted to get in the pool.
You're welcome, pal.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
then-
who does that?
And then the flowers, those things are going to die before tomorrow. These 4-H people got their flowers for 4 months still blooming. I
Think
don't
they're
know.
juicing?
That's what I'm saying. I think they're cheating. I think these little fucking 4-H teens around Indiana are cheating.
Yeah, 'cause
like
you're
Icarus.
talking about months, right?
Months.
How do you?
Flowers don't last that long.
I know.
There was a
How
hot.
many of you take care of them though?
I don't think that's accurate.
No, that's not accurate.
I've seen flowers for like longer than 2 months.
You know what happens in my house is the deer eat all of them.
Oh, there you go.
I told you, dude. Fuck those deer.
We gotta
They're
get deer,
pests.
you gotta get deer poisoning. Put them in a flower.
Can't have dead deer in my property. Can't be dead. The foxes showed up and they took everything out. The foxes take all the squirrel and rabbits. We had no, even the deer left. We had no animals other than foxes when the family of foxes was living on our property.
Thanks, Fox.
Everything was gone, but the flowers were
Beautiful.
blooming.
They're like the protector of the flowers.
Yeah,
These foxes.
Foxy, that's what Foxy does.
That's what I do.
You're a flower protector.
Love flowers.
Love plowing through one too, don't you?
Exactly.
Whoa.
But
For the state fair, was there a butter eating contest there?
they had a watermelon seed spitting thing.
Ooh, I could do good in that.
Did they have any like basketball shooting games?
Oh yeah, they're all.
Good luck.
Can't
making
play
one of
those games.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you might
Ball
try
doesn't even
though.
fit in the rim.
I've tried the last three, maybe like the first three state fairs. I gave it a go. And
Right.
it was like my pride was a little bit upset whenever it didn't fall. These last 2 years though, now that I'm 5 years into this thing, you ain't getting my fucking money. You ain't getting $5 for 3
We
shots.
know what's going on.
Yeah, there's no way that thing's falling.
What is it,
None.
a bigger ball?
Well, the hoop is just they have it as fat.
Yeah.
It is as fat as it should be.
Double rims.
But they press the front back. Oh.
And then you're shooting like a beach ball on top of it. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, those carnies know. I mean, it's a hustle
They
for
do.
sure. I think you got to bank it in though.
Yeah.
I think the only play is the bank. Because a lot of people who have actual shots, they go up there and try to make it, and you just see it just rattle,
Right.
brick. You got to bank it. I think is the only option. I don't think I've ever won that game though.
Yeah, I don't see anybody do well on that.
How
game.
about the bowling ball roll over the hump?
I used to always love that one.
Yeah.
Did you ever win it?
Not at the Indian State Fair.
How about just in general?
Oh yeah, one time.
Yeah, I won it at Kennywood once.
You won it.
Yep.
Really?
I'm not sure I've ever won that.
I mean, it
game.
took a while.
The other one is that twirling piece of metal that
Don't
you
like
got to
that.
put
That
the
one's
hole.
tough.
yep.
Gotta have
get that
patience.
Don't like that one.
Gotta have patience. These are all the classic carny games. The shooting gun, the rifle gun for the star.
Yeah.
All bullshit.
The ball
Yeah.
throw at the weird looking clowns. Always love that one.
Oh, and the light bulb, it
That's a
always
good
turns on. And you got to like unscrew it, and it still stays on.
That's from X-Men. That's from Wolverine.
I don't think I've seen that game.
That's true.
What we're currently doing is trendy carnival games. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
What is it called?
It's called Screwy Light Ball.
Sounds like you're. Is it a light ball?
No, I forgot the B at the end. Be silent.
Okay, yeah, the B silent. Reese's light bulb.
Recess.
But I enjoy those little games. But you're not going to catch me playing a lot of them.
Oh,
anymore.
money wheel.
I mean, you could blow like $1,000 in there, no problem.
Yes, you can.
You let
You,
loose.
you end up with $4 worth of
Yes.
massive prizes, and you have to carry around. You got to carry around this big fluffy furry thing. It's 100 degrees. Just give them away. Anyway, State Fair is a good time. You should still go.
No money
Yeah.
wheel.
I didn't see any chuck-a-luck out there.
That's concerning.
That is concerning.
I don't think there's gambling. I don't think there's gambling at the Indiana
Even
State
more
Fair.
concerning.
Yeah, all the fairs back in Pittsburgh. You go into like the basement of the church one.
Yep.
There's a fucking full-on card game going.
That's the only reason to go.
You got like the priest playing against high school kids. We're ranking at least 20% of this thing. That was wild.
Did you go see-
I don't think that happens in a state fair.
Did you go see movies this weekend too?
Okay, did anybody go see Hobbs and Shaw?
I
No.
wish I did.
You saw it, Billy?
Bailey did, yeah.
Okay, Billy, it was #1 in the box office this weekend, not only domestically, but worldwide, wide. The Rock told me that. 180 million, I guess, globally, 60 million domestic, $200 million budget. Who knows how much on marketing? All The Rock does is deliver. Am I accurate? The movie was incredible.
The movie was 1 hour too long. If it was an hour shorter, it would have been an amazing movie.
Oh, no.
How long was the movie?
It was nearly 3 hours. I think
Are
it was 2
you?
hours and 40 minutes.
I was going to go as well, and as soon as he told me it was 3 hours, I was like, I don't think I got
Fucking
that in me.
Titanic.
You've already seen half of it too with the trailers
No,
and the
you haven't.
commercials.
Not if it's 3 hours. I thought for sure we had seen at least 3/4 of the movie, basing off an hour and a half movie. The Rock was like, no, we got more teasers if we need them. This is a fucking marathon.
So the
3 hours, Billy?
The whole jail scene that you said, like, oh yeah, I know everything what happens. They share a jail cell, they fight, whatever. Not even in the movie.
So happy.
What are you talking about?
Does not exist in the movie.
He said he knocked himself out on set because of how intense he was in that jail
Get you
scene.
off the scent.
Classic
Smart move.
misdirect.
Yeah.
So they had more than 3 hours worth of scenes? This was the 3 hours that made it?
That's why it was 200 million.
Oh, my God. It was awesome, though, huh?
If you go into it expecting it to be, what was the movie with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg, the weightlifter?
Oh, yeah.
Pain and
Pain and
Gain.
Gain.
If you
Yes.
go into it expecting it to be like a bro comedy, kind of like that, like all alpha male stuff, it's a great movie.
Oh, it's
Yeah, because I like that movie a lot, because it
don't know
almost
what
made
else
fun
I
of
was
those kind of
expecting.
What are
movies.
you going in thinking of the English Patient?
Billy, what?
I mean, a little bit of a storyline.
Oh, it had way more humor than any of the other Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it didn't try to be Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
It tried to be its own thing.
Well, it
That's
couldn't
good.
be.
Well, 3 hours.
Was it 99% action?
It was no driving almost. Like it wasn't nothing in the Fast and
Well,
Furious.
none of the drivers are in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
The Rock drove. If it's in the movie, I seen him take a street bike, lay that thing sideways, spin it, and then grab somebody's arm and end up with the bike, I think, somewhere else.
That street bike is its own character in the movie.
The street bike is?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it like
yeah.
Transformers?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, my
Does it talk?
No, it does not talk.
Like Knight Rider?
It's pretty much everything except for that.
I guess there's some guest appearances that pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He made an Instagram video alluding to it being Kevin Hart for sure. And I'm not sure if that's accurate. I don't want to give it away. The Rock told me not to give it away. I have not seen it, but it sounds like it's Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart appears about 2 hours and 15 minutes into the movie.
No spoilers. No spoilers. You would recommend it though?
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was a fun movie for sure.
Oh, let's go.
3 hours. I don't know if there's anything fun.
It's a
for 3
long
hours.
time, man. 3 hours.
Hey, Dwayne, I'm gonna have to wait for that one to come out at the house. 3 hours is a long movie. Good for them though.
Yeah.
3 hours is a hell of a movie.
It's
Did your
crushing.
bladder handle that?
No, I would go to the bathroom probably 4 times in that trip.
That's gotta suck for you at the movies.
It's bad. It's tough, especially if the movie theater I go to, the women's bathroom's on one wing of the movie theater, and the men is on the opposite wing. So if you have a theater that's in the women's wing, it is a haul to get to the men's wing and all the way back. And I got to go through like almost the lobby too. So normally there's a stop or two. Pat, how's it going? Oh, great, man. I'm just. You know what? I left the theater for no reason. I got nothing to do, honestly.
Just walking around.
A movie theater. But it's nice. People are nice. People are nice.
Good movie poster over there.
Man, oh hey man, just taking a tour.
3 hours.
3 hours is a long movie. 180 million though.
I'm all in.
How much did it make in China?
120 probably.
It's going to be at $1 billion, bro. No problem. Old Dwayne.
Good for him. Good for them.
Good for Dwayne. All right, that's the show. Hashtag Endgame. Hashtag Endgame. Tell us something that if it was 3 hours long, you would enjoy it. That's all I want to know. Just something, if it was 3 hours long, you would enjoy it. I can't wait to hear answers. Best answer wins some merch. Let's go. Have 20% off still at the store.patmcafeeshow.com. Promo code Thursday Night McAfee. Hashtag Thursday Night McAfee. We got a new line of shit coming out. And basically, that means I have a new wardrobe. So if you'd like to partake, we have some good stuff. High quality stuff as well. We've been moving on up. Trying to make, mostly because I have to wear this stuff. So I would like it to feel good on my body.
Yeah, that store's second to none, man.
It is a good store.
It's
We
a
got a
great
pretty,
line of clothing.
we have a pretty good
It's come
store.
a long way.
I'm not
It's really,
kidding.
really has come a long way.
Yes.
And it is literally just what we would wear.
Yeah.
So we outfit ourselves. It's not a bad play. Smart. I bet you Steve Jobs would do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he did. The iPod. He just wanted one.
Made everybody else do it. 3 hours of something you would enjoy, excluding sports,
Yeah.
because those are so many different things.
True.
Yeah.
So many different things are happening for those 3 hours. You got comedy, you got action, you got drama, blah, 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 which I think you could say for Fast and Furious. Maybe Fast and Furious is what you would do for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I would.
Sorry, Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah.
It's not Fast and Furious. No. It's Hobbs and it's Shaw. We've taken the cars completely out of it, but we got motorcycles, which I like. So he doesn't speak?
No, he doesn't speak at all.
The dirt bike, the
No,
street bike?
but it can be like it drives itself. It does everything except for
Like
speak.
Batman?
Yeah.
I'm way behind
Bat
that.
bike.
The Hobbs bike.
Hey, the fucking hover thing's working.
It's back.
Oh, the flyboard. The Frenchman made it over the canal.
Zagata?
The channel, sorry.
Is that his name?
Zapata with a
He's
P.
French?
The shoes.
Nick sent me a text. Exact words. I don't trust the French much, but it feels like this is their world.
They have the market cornered on the hoverboard, flyboard game, so we're kind of at their mercy here for this one.
Do you think ESPN would sign off on you flying one of those to the Thursday night football locations?
So then we can write it off and have ESPN pay for it.
Come on, man. You come in with that thing. Lower yourself down to the booth.
Deliver the ball in. Deliver the ball to the ref.
Well, they thought Chris Collinsworth had a good slide in. Where do you see this shit?
Fly that thing from the center of the field where I dropped the ball off right up to the booth.
Nice.
Send it up to the roof to park itself like it's a
please.
fucking Tesla. Park yourself right on top there. Gonna need you around fourth quarter. That'd be awesome. 3 hours is something you'd enjoy. Can't wait to hear it. Ty Schmidt hit the music.